Ty, overall, look at the last 2 or 3 games defensively. I thought tonight you guys cleaned it up much better, and then you get the scoring going, get the party going. Just you have to feel pretty good about the back end, but as the team as a whole.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought we played a really good game tonight. We played a full 60 minutes through and through, starting with our goaltender all the way up, and I thought we had a great game, and I felt that we we did the things we needed to do to win, and I mean, obviously we're just looking to keep building off this and going forward here into the weekend.
There seemed tonight, Ty, there was like a little more jump within the Firebirds. The games over the weekend, Saturday obviously was kind of funky, Sunday got better, and tonight from the get, you guys were ready to go. Was there something over the course of these past days that had you guys really ready for tonight?
I mean, you know what? Nobody likes losing. We hate losing. So I think for us, it was just that, I just keep building off of what we've been doing. We've been playing great recently, and we're just trying to clean up the little things, and that's what we did tonight. We did really good things in our D zone all the way through to the offensive zone, and you can see it really worked out for us tonight.
The 6'9" dude, I can't remember what his name is. He came at you a few times. Good tonight, man.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's fair game. Anybody, doesn't matter how big or small, right?
Ty, what did you see on that shot right up the face-off that got things started tonight?
Yeah, I mean, that's a face-off play we try to run pretty frequently, just a way to get pucks to the net and try and get bodies there. And, it was a great draw by Morrison. He snapped it back, and then Lajoie just put it on a tee for me, and we had 2 guys going to the net, so I don't really think the goalie was able to see much. So, I mean, that's just the way we want to play hockey is get pucks and bodies to the net and try and create chaos, and it just happened to go in that time.
Looking back to Sunday night, how important was that shootout victory for momentum, for confidence?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, anytime you get a win, you try and build off that. And I think for us, it was just tonight we were trying to make sure that we did that in 60 minutes. Now we're getting down to the nitty gritty, and every 2 points matter. So I think for us is that we're just trying to get the things done in regulation.
What's your thoughts on Phil's play? He was outstanding again tonight. Does he feel more comfortable with you guys right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think for us, we're doing a lot of work with the goalies before practices or after practices, doing puck plays or just kind of video and stuff where you see what he wants us to do better, and then we kind of just chat that sort of stuff out, and I think it's great. I mean, he's a very vocal leader, and he's an unbelievable guy, so it's been great just being able to play in front of him.
Hey, Ty, congrats on the win. You talked about getting pucks on net. Is that a concerted effort? That's something that you guys have talked about in recent weeks. It seems like it was clear tonight that was very much an emphasis.
Yeah, I think it's a great way to score goals. I mean, that's the way most goals are scored in the NHL is either tips, rebounds, or second chances around the net. And I think that's something that we're really trying to key in, and we've been doing all year, and we're just trying to elevate that, because now, coming back from all the breaks now in the second half of the season, everything tightens up and things aren't going to be as open as they were. So for us, it's just you got to get pucks to the net, get bodies there, and bear down on those chances.
And you personally, when you get a puck at the blue line, I mean, tonight's goal, like you said, was basically a set play. But in general, when you get the puck at the blue line, how do you make a decision whether to fire it at the net, move it along, or what do you think? What's your mindset up there?
Yeah, I feel for us it's first touch mentality. We want to go into the net, trying to get pucks there as fast as possible. But I mean, guys are really good in this league and getting in shot lanes and stuff. So when you just really you take a look before you get the puck, and then I mean it's just a thought of you get that puck, you look up, if the guy's there, then you can't take that shot. You got to either reset it low or go D to D, and then if you got a lane, you just try and fire it as fast as you can.
Thanks. Congrats.
Thank you.
I mean, going back to your goal, I mean, what a beautiful one-timer goal. I mean, probably the craziest shot I've ever seen in a very long time. I mean, but I would say the roar of the crowd was unreal, I should say. So, I mean, what did it feel like for you on the ice just to hear the eruption of fans?
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. I mean, that was my first career goal at home, so it felt pretty nice to get that underneath my belt. But, I mean, yeah, it's when you go out there and you get a goal early, you get the crowd into it, and it gets electric. And, I mean, we probably have one of the best fan bases in this league, and it's just super fun to play in front of them every night. And, when they get going like that, it obviously gives us some extra mojo and extra confidence. Like we're playing in front of that, you make a nice play or whatever goalie's playing makes a huge save for us, the crowd's going to be loud, and that gives us that little bit of extra jump. Perfect. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Ty.
Coach, tonight a good all-around 60, a little bit of everything, physicality, goals, defense. Your thoughts tonight? Thought the team
Yeah, you know
looked
what? That's a hard forechecking team. I thought we handled the forecheck very well. That's probably the best game since we played since the break. So it's good to see us going in the right direction. We played fast. You know, we got up 1-0 on a shot off a face-off there by Nelly, and then we kind of got up 3-0 in the second. We could have blown that game open. We had a couple of really good looks, and their goaltender kind of kept them in the game, and then they had a little bit of a push in the third. But at the end of the day, I thought it was, when you go back and watch the video, we'll probably see a lot of good things on breakouts, on forechecks, and just I thought the effort was there tonight.
To the player, they're just doing their job. But there was a moment in the third when Grug got knocked into and Yanni was ready to go for him. I just thought to see a rookie do that for, you know, the veteran goaltender, the team camaraderie tonight was.
You know, it's good to see guys stick up for each themselves. Like, you know, we're a family out there, and these guys got to play hard for each other, and those are moments in the game where you really see something like that grow. And with a guy like Yanni, big strong kid, to stick up for his goaltender, that's awesome. Big part of his growth and big part of our team's growth.
Yeah, great all-around game tonight, Coach. To point out another individual effort, Jacob Melanson, more and more it feels like he's kind of the heart of the Firebirds in some respects, with his physicality, the way that he welcomes the physicality, and then like just the play he made tonight seemed like a small play. I mean, didn't have his stick for about 30 seconds, blocked a shot with his hand. What would you say to his play of late and his influence on the Firebirds?
Well, those are intangibles you can't teach. You know, when a guy does that, you know, just his effort, and you know, he's a will. He's a player that has incredible will. You know, he's the type of guy. He's a bit of a throwback because he's physical. He can skate. He can shoot. And he just plays the game the right way. And for him to step in front of a puck like that late in the game to preserve, you know, whatever 1 or 2 goal lead, whatever it is at the point, but to block that shot just shows you the heart that he has as a player. And we've missed him when he's been out of the lineup, and obviously we're very happy to have him back. And little plays like that, it grows within our team. Guys see that, and now everybody wants to be a part of it.
Coach, how important was the game on Sunday night to set things in motion for tonight?
You know what? It's just, you know, that game we've moved on from right away. You know, part of our practice going forward was trying to take some moments of that game and improve going forward some of our D-zone entries. And I thought tonight we did a better job in some of those D-zone entries. So that's where that would probably set up for tonight. But, you know, we talked about approaching each game as if it's a playoff game going forward. So we moved on from Sunday, we moved tonight, now we move on from tonight, watch the video, prepare, get ready for Saturday against Calgary, who's obviously a very good team coming into our building.
A couple of empty net goals kind of signifies that you're getting it done all the way around, but you sealed it off when they made their push, and you kind of just pushed back and said, no, you're not doing it tonight?
Well, the guys did a good job of, you know, you have to earn everything you get. And they were coming hard. They were hard in the forecheck, and our guys did a good job of just scrumming pucks out on the wall there, and we found a way to get a puck up on the empty net goal and get the second one. So it's just nice to get through that game and not have to grind one out with a 1-goal lead at the end. It's just a good feeling in the room to kind of finish that game 5-2. So now we can take that good feeling and move on. And like I said before a couple days ago, every point that we can get moving forward, every win we can get, you know, our job is to try and get into the playoffs and develop players. And these are critical moments and special moments when guys do these things that move us forward.
I asked Ty this when he was in here, but looks like your defensemen are getting more comfortable with Phil now, and I thought he was outstanding tonight.
Yeah, you know what? The back end did a good job breaking out against their pressure. They're a heavy forecheck team, and they did a good job of pinching down walls. And the wingers, I thought we got better as the game went along of taking on contact and making plays on the walls. They're very aggressive, and if we can catch them in moments where we chip pucks by them, that all starts with the defense moving pucks. So I thought they did a good job tonight. Obviously, we only had 1 penalty kill. We got through that. But at the end of the day, you know, you start in your D zone, you break pucks out, and our back end's been pretty solid all year.
Coach, congratulations. You just mentioned the only having to kill 1 penalty. That's is that a point of emphasis of yours to limit penalties? I noticed today that you guys actually have the fewest penalty minutes in the whole AHL. I mean, of course, nobody wants to be on a penalty kill, but is that something that you stress?
Well, there's games where you take 4, 5, 6 penalties a game, and you know what? And again, at these moments, if you're moving your feet and you're checking the right way, you're not reaching in with your sticks, you're not cheating. And I thought our guys did a good job tonight. The only penalty we took is a shot got blocked. The player reaches in with the stick, takes a tripping penalty. So our guys have been very disciplined in that aspect, especially after whistles. We play whistle to whistle, and obviously the penalty kill has been very good for us this year. But again, we want to try and draw more penalties, which we did tonight. And we only had to kill one. So that is a recipe for success, especially when you're trying to make a drive for the playoffs.
And with this win tonight, you guys are, I think, only 3 points out of first place. Like you said, how much do you look at the standings at this point of the year? Is it too early?
Well, you look at the standings, right? You obviously have, you want to try and finish as high as you can and get that home ice advantage going into the playoffs. But at the end of the day, we really focus on the style of play that we're playing. If you talk to the players, we harp on little things, just little details of the game. And I thought tonight was probably our best game going forward from the break, where we actually incorporated some of the details into the game.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, Coach. First period, you guys played great. Second period, you guys even played better. What was kind of that message, in that first intermission from period 1 to period 2? I mean, you guys had 7 shots in the first period to 18 in the second.
You know what? You find your rhythm as a team. And you know what? We kind of got going as a group there. We scored early in the second, so we found that energy. And the guys did a good job of just, I think we only gave up 2 scoring chances in the second period compared to, I think, it gave up 5 in the first. So I thought our guys really got to the game in the second period and started to take the game over.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys now on a 2-game win streak. I mean, how do you really carry this momentum, especially on this homestand you guys have against one of the top teams in the AHL?
Yeah, you know what? There's no easy game in this league, in our conference. There's a lot of good teams. So, again, we'll get ready for the game on Saturday against Calgary. And then we get another big opponent on Sunday against San Jose. And we're all in that same conference, 2 or 3 games separate us. But I think we've played 4 or 5 more games with some teams. So every time we win, it allows us to put some distance between teams that have games in hand on us.
Yeah, and kind of a follow-up question to that. Since the division is so tight, 1 or 2 points separate you guys. Do you guys like that extra pressure? Do you think there's more to win for?
Well, we don't like that pressure, but that's hockey, right? That's part of that. Every team's trying to win. There's 2 teams on the ice, and at the end of the day, you know what? This is part of the development model for our kids, and for them to be in this race and to be in the playoff race and hopefully get into the playoffs. This is where the development comes in. This is where the reward comes in for the veterans of the team and the reward for the organization. Good. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. See you in a couple days.
What's up, man?
Hey, how we doing?
Good. Luke, great game tonight. Great win for the Firebirds. Obviously, we've talked to you in years past, and I think the last couple of years, kind of big picture question, man, but we've really known the identity of the Firebirds the last couple of years. You guys played very fast. You guys scored a lot of goals. We're now nearing the 20-game mark left. I think we got 22 left in this season, and still trying to figure out the identity of these Firebirds. But what we saw tonight looked really good, man. Do you think this is the team that you guys truly are and you guys have been striving to be this year?
Yeah, I think we've had a lot of good stretches of being a really good team. I think when we're at our best, we're playing fast. We're hard to play against. Obviously, it's a little bit of a younger team this year, so there's ebbs and flows in every year, and especially when you have, whatever it is, 8, 9 first-year guys, a lot of second-year guys even too, like, Morrison and Winterton, and those guys are asked to do a lot, only in their second year. So there's going to be ups and downs. I think, the last couple of years we've had more of a veteran team. So it's, guys know what their role is. And, sometimes I think with a younger team, guys are still trying to, find their way in this league. It's a tough league to play in. So I think, what you saw tonight, we played extremely fast. We played North. We were hard to play against. We got to the net, and yeah, that's the kind of team I think we could be going forward.
So encouraging to see this type of game this late in the season, like progressing, you getting better, playing better. Do you think we've seen the best version of this Firebirds yet?
No, I mean, I I wouldn't say so. I think it's, I hate saying this cliche, but you kind of want to get better every day, right? You want to keep improving day in and day out. And like I said, with the younger guys, they're just going to keep getting better. Like Yanni's going to get better, Ferk, all those guys, they're just going to keep getting better and better. So I don't think so, no.
When you look at this roster now and the way that you're playing, I want to follow up a little bit on what Judd said, but it looks like you're playing Firebird hockey of old. And when I say old, it's only 2 years old, but you look like you guys have a gear that you want to get into. Does it feel that way, or is that just what we're seeing?
Yeah, no, it definitely feels that way. I definitely think, we've kind of created an identity, and I think when teams come in here and when teams play us in general, they want to beat us because we've won this conference the last couple of years. So obviously they know it's going to be a tough game, and everyone wants to beat us. So I think it's it was a good step forward today.
I think you just answered my next question, but when you look at this conference and this division and everybody coming in here, they're much better than they've been in the past, top to bottom. Is that a good thing to stay that momentum?
I think it's a good thing. Yeah, I think there really is no easy games. Even like, San Diego is near the bottom of the division, but they're a really tough team to play against, and they play hard and they play fast and they're in your face, and there's no easy game. So I think it's great. It's competitive. It keeps you keeps you engaged all throughout the year.
What's the blend like with a couple of real NHLers like Sprong and Grubauer in there now? Does that help stabilize this roster?
Yeah, definitely. I think those guys, those guys have been in the NHL for a long time now, and obviously that's where everyone down here is striving to get. So just to watch those guys day in and day out and see the talent that they have and the work that they put in and the process that they have, it's definitely something that, younger guys, but guys like me, we can learn from. So, yeah, it's been great so far.
Hey, Luke, can you just take us through your goal real quick? Looked like just kind of a classic keep the puck moving, bat at it when you see it.
Yeah.
Good things happen.
Yeah, I know it was good. I think the last couple of games I've been getting boxed out a little easily. Like I find I've been going to the net, but, I'm not the biggest guy, so the D-men have been boxing me out quite easily. So I kind of wanted to try to put a little emphasis on being harder to play against and getting to the net more, and I think I did that and I got rewarded. So good. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Lynn. Nice win tonight. Thank you.
You guys, yeah. Hey, great picture. I saw that.
Phil, great game. Nice to officially meet you, Tim, with the NBC affiliate here, and just your comfortability playing with this group and overall play, and how you're feeling.
Yeah, happy to just be out on the ice and playing with that group. It's a great team. Everybody plays for each other. So day by day, game by game, never know what's going to happen. But great team effort today. They made it like super easy for me back there. I don't think we gave up too many grade A chances. So team played unbelievable.
I had made a comment to Coach before, just to you guys as players, it's part of the job, but to see the camaraderie tonight, you had a little traffic in front, got bumped, and you have a rookie in Yanni Newman ready to go for you. That's pretty cool to see.
No, everybody plays for each other. Everybody steps up. Like even Melly, that last block, like with his hand, Baisi, huge blocks. Like guys are stepping up for each other. Somebody gets knocked down, somebody's in the opponent's face. So that's true character, and that's how it shows. Like the team is willing to fight for each other.
I'll echo Tim's sentiments. Nice to have you here, man. And it's nice to meet you. Obviously, been a long time since you've been in the American League. What are you trying to take from this time in the Coachella Valley and this experience with the Firebirds?
Yeah, just getting into a rhythm. Pretty tough up there if you don't play or only get it back-to-back. So it's nice to play a couple games in a row and practice with the guys. And the schedule here is a little bit different than up there. The game is a little bit different. But no, just for me personally to get into a rhythm, like see as many situations as possible. It's the first game in Austin I played. We gave up 35 shots, but I loved it because it's going to put me in different situation I haven't had in like the last like 3 or 4 weeks or 2 months up there. So
We're big advocates here of Colin Zulianello. Anything that you and Zuli in particular have been working on since you've been here?
it's been awesome. Like he's been awesome. Just even just like talking, communicating, unbelievable. So we watch the game tape and then go out and practice. Even with Coco, Coco is involved in those conversations. So he's been amazing.
Hey, congratulations. You mentioned that the game is different here. Of course it is. But in what way for a goalie? What are you seeing that's different from what you saw up there?
Yeah, a little bit more traffic than usual. Yeah, plays that get made or didn't get didn't you expect like plays to get made like that sometimes don't happen, based on like the reads and like the opponents how they play, and just a little bit more scrambly overall. It hits so many things on the way. So I think that's a little bit different. So I got to play my game a little bit different. I got to take a step back, or sometimes I can take a step further out. So depending on that, like I got to adjust.
Thanks.
Well, great to have you here, but talk a little bit about this environment, this building. It's not your typical AHL building. It's relatively brand new. The fans are into it. Does it feel that way, and does it make that transition a little easier for you?
Oh yeah, what a building, what a setup. Fans are amazing. They show up even on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night, right? It's an honor to play here and play in front of them, and that energy the fans in the building creates translates onto us on the ice.
Organization-wise, it's very similar, I'm sure, the style that you guys play, but yet when you have new defensemen, it takes you a little while probably to get used to what they do with the puck and how they manage it. Do you feel more comfortable right now than you did, say, a week ago?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like the more situations you play in, like the more comfortable you get, then you can talk. You can talk about it on the ice in the locker room. Maybe you're expecting plays, or they're seeing plays like that can happen, couldn't happen. So just going through like those situations, talking with them helps me a lot. And the more I see, the better it is, because you're getting used to it.
The competition, particularly in this division of the American Hockey League, is probably second to none. But does it feel that way too, that maybe the AHL is starting to get closer to the NHL in skill and competition?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like you look at the NHL and like how the game changed in the last like 5 or 6 years, like how guys like show up, how they train now compared to like when I started like 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Everybody's training better, everybody's getting faster, everybody has more skill. So like Henny said it, like you look at San Diego, they're at the bottom of the division, but they're so hard to play against, right? But they're almost like in the last place, but doesn't mean like they're a bad team. So it's a good competition, and that's what you want to have, because like that's how your prospects are going to develop and get better in order to have a chance to get up there to the NHL.
Yeah, you've had a lot of high traffic, a lot of high pressure. I mean, you know, and you've competed in the big stages before. 2019 Stanley Cup champion. We're with the Colorado Avalanche during their major success, still major success. But, you know, how did those high pressure situations help you prepare for moments like these and, you know, make it look so easy?
I mean, the game up, it's the same game. It's a puck I got to stop. So it's the same preparation. Like, I don't think I'm getting too much in my head. Just trying to play the game, enjoy the game, have fun, and take it day by day. And that's all you can do and all you can focus on.
And a little bit of a fun question. I mean, you've been here for, I would say, a month, maybe less than a month. What do you think of our valley?
Oh, it's unbelievable. What a setup. Love the sun. That's definitely a treat. But no, it's been incredible. Trying to explore a little bit. I've been down to the horse park, I think like 5 or 6 times. So yeah, it's trying to explore a little bit more, but it's been unbelievable. So good to be here. Yep.